close now that the Colts have traded the third overall pick in this year's draft. Insiders Stephen Holder and Zach Kiefer break down the trade on the latest podcast. Clark Wade, Indy star Josh McDaniels couldn't be more complimentary of the Indianapolis Colts. He still rejected them. McDaniels, the New England defensive coordinator, opened up to the Boston Globe about his decision to stay with the Patriots after the Colts announced they would introduce him as coach the next day. "Chris Ballard was tremendous the whole entire time," McDaniels said of the Colts general manager. "He's an incredible human being. He's great at what he does. He's going to be successful. It was difficult. I had a friendship with him, I still do. He's a guy that I have a lot of respect for and admiration for. He was a big reason why I was interested in that job in the first place. It was as difficult a decision as I've ever made professionally. He handled it extremely well. He was a complete professional about it." Belichick, Patriots coach, discusses meeting with McDaniels newsletter. Sign up for Indystar's Colts Insiders. Oh, why did he turn it down? A conversation with Patriots owner Robert Kraft and coach Bill Belichick shortly after their Super Bowl loss to the Philadelphia gave me reason to pause and consider the whole situation. Close. Indianapolis Colts general manager Chris Ballard speaks to the media after Josh McDaniels informs team he's staying with Patriots. Clark Wade, Indystar, "The opportunity to stay here and work for who I think is the greatest owner in sports and the best head football coach in the history of our game, to work with the best quarterback that has ever played, Tom Brady. Look, I'm privileged to have the opportunity to do that, and when they kind of crystallized that, hey, here's what we see going forward and here's how we would like you to fit into it, it gave me a reason to stop and say, all right, what's the best decision for me, and certainly it was difficult. But I made the decision on my own. Nobody pushed me into it," McDaniels said. McDaniels also had to notify assistant coaches the Colts already had on board, primarily defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus. "I spoke to all of them that night right away, shortly after I talked to Chris," McDaniels said. "They were professionals. Like I said, it wasn't easy for anybody. I apologized to them if it put them in an awkward position. They're all there in Indianapolis, which I'm very happy about. They have great opportunities, they're great coaches, they're great people, and I'm happy that it worked out for them in that regard. Again, it was never my intention to go into this and put anybody in an awkward position or do any harm to anybody or do anything to hurt anybody's career. That certainly wasn't a part of my thought process. I just felt like, once I knew the whole picture and I had the opportunity to make a decision, it was tough, but I feel like I made the right one." The Colts later hired Frank Reich, the former Eagles offensive coordinator, as coach. McDaniels said he plans on being a head coach again. He was the Denver Broncos coach for a little less than 2 years in 2009-10 before a one-year stint as a Rams assistant. He then returned to the Patriots as offensive coordinator.